Hello my YouTube family, Disciple here for New Gaming, bringing you guys another episode of Sunday Sitdown. 3 PvPs will be in the background. This one's going to be relatively short, but I'm going to make my point, and yeah. Okay, so if you guys are new to the channel, new to this series, Sunday Sitdown is pretty much a personal or important talk type series where I talk about a topic that's either important to me or just something that's on my mind, things of that nature. So this week I wanted to talk about choosing to be different or not fearing being different. So pretty much where I'm going with this, or why I wanted to bring it up, is because one, of course, in my life, a lot of things, something I've experienced is that, you know, people challenge me when I try to act religious, or, you know, they're against it. They challenge me when I try to do according to, well, not the right thing, but when I choose to act a certain way, and they don't get along with it, they don't really care for that, or they just think it's silly or pointless. And, you know, I guess I kind of have an example of that the other day, and it really wasn't because of any friends or anything like that. It was just, you know, the way I was thinking about things. So I was at a carnival, and it's pretty close. One's pretty close to my house, and there was this little stand where they're giving out free Bibles, and I was just thinking about it, like, why does like almost no one go over there? They're free. And then I kind of thought about why I hadn't or why I wouldn't, and I kind of regret not doing so. But my reason being was that when I thought about this, is that because people probably wouldn't think too well of it. They would. I even imagine some situations where people would like make fun of you or laugh because you do that. And I get that not everybody is religious, and that's probably why a lot of people don't really care for this series. They don't want to hear me, quote unquote, whatever, spouting off about religion or preaching or whatever. They don't want to hear that. I understand that not everybody believes the same thing I do, but, you know, to me, it's nothing about rules. It's not about the rules. It's something that makes me happier. And I maybe well, that was kind of funny right there. In future episodes, I'll find a way to communicate that well. I'm not too great at talking about it, and I'm trying to get better because it's something that's important to me, and I like to share with you guys because of how much it's changed my life for the better. And I'm not going to say all this sappy cliche stuff. I just like through all my trials and turmoils, there's been something I could rely on, and that was my faith. And that's probably as far as I'll go about that, because I know a lot of people may not want to hear about it, and I understand. But even if you don't believe, or even if you don't care for it so much, I don't understand why. And no one did laugh at me or anything, because I never did it, because I was so opposed to it and so fearful of the reaction that people might have. And it really shouldn't even matter. And now this is something you could apply to things besides religion, is that if you're different, or if people are going to scorn you or make fun of you for being different, they don't deserve to be your friends. And you'll find someone, no matter how weird or different you are, that will accept you. You'll find someone that'll be a much better friend, accept you for who you are, and maybe even have those things in common with you. So don't be afraid to be different. And I would recommend that you even choose to be so, because if everybody was the same, then obviously the world would be really, really boring. And if there weren't people that chose to be different, then we wouldn't have gotten anywhere in this world. So don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Don't be afraid to you know, hold on to your beliefs strongly. Don't be afraid to practice them. Don't be afraid to be the weird kid, but or participate in the weird groups, activities, or whatever at school or whatever. And this is something I've experienced with a lot myself, because you know, I was a high school student for 4 years, and before that I went through all the regular schooling. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, some knowledge I wanted to drop on you guys today, and that's kind of the purpose of Sunday Sit-Down. So if you like this series, then let me know, and maybe leave some feedback on what I could talk about in the future, or things of that nature. And possibly consider subscribing to me if you like this series, definitely, and the show playlist, because that's where all the episodes go. But yeah, again, just kind of like a recap, kind of to mention it again as I get aimless with the Lord Gravesword. Maybe you will get scorned, maybe you will be ostracized at first for being different, for choosing to be so. But when you find someone that relates to you in the same way, or relates to the reasons that you chose to be different, relates to being oscillation, just be like separated from the rest. If they share the same interests as you, or if they are scorned as well, then, you know, maybe you could be even greater friends. And I'm not saying people should anyway. I'm not saying people should scorn you or things like that. I think that's foolish. I think that, you know, that's the epitome of unnecessary human meanness and hatred. But yeah, so just be yourselves. Choose to be different, and if people will accept you, and if they don't, that's their loss. Love you guys. Yash Dammit. God bless. I am sorry. So there's Artorias the Abyss Walker. Again, here's Crossbreed Priscilla. Kind of crooked. There's that design. One of my favorites, definitely. You can guys see how the blur got a little darker than I wanted to. The blur was actually supposed to be transparent, not even print. But it did, and it still looks okay to me. I just pick them all up together. Here is the